I'm excited to watch him fight. This is going to be a great fight.
All right, fight fans, here we go. SparStar Promotions is proud to present the rerounds of mixed martial arts in the middleweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by MexiGoods.com. It's a sweet thing. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Big Mark Reyes. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is wearing white trunks. He is training out of Zombie BJJ in Abilene, Texas, by way of Naples, Florida. He weighed in 186 pounds. His record, 1 win with 2 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Jacine Olibrice. His opponent across the cage on my right, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing black trunks trimmed in gray. He is training out of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu in Apple Valley and Team Inner Strength by way of Apple Valley. He weighed in 183 pounds. His record, no wins with 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Christian Weathers. All right, fans, here we go. The rerounds of mixed martial arts in the middleweight division.
I think Olibrice waved off the glove touch.
I think so as well. The honesty is so much better than someone who says yes and punches you instead of touches your gloves.
Exactly. Tries to take you down.
When I fought Chris Brennan, I went to touch gloves, and he swung at me.
That sounds like Brennan.
I remember. No glove.
Oh, and a spinning back kick. Immediately right into a double leg.
It's a great way to set up for something like that because you get them to lean back to try to avoid that shot and their legs are wide open.
It is a great way to start a fight, too.
Yeah, Olibrice looks strong here, too. Weathers just kind of at his mercy at this point.
Oh, already taking the back.
Yeah, but you don't want to fall off. You don't want to be too high. Yeah, you want to look to get a body triangle. You want to be under the arms.
Does he have double unders here?
No, he has 1 right now. You got it. Going for the kill, going for the neck puts you double overs. Right now, you got the left arm underneath, which kind of saved him from falling off. If I was Christian, I would spin to my back and turn in for a single leg. Like, that's one of the cool little tricks in that position. Your opponent tends not to expect it. Ooh,
he didn't actually shake off both those hooks.
Weathers finally made his way up to his feet.
I like grabbing the inside of that leg there if you can step around the outside of the far leg, but Weathers unable to keep that connection.
He's got a good 2-on-1, but you got to put the arm on the outside of the head. So, like, when you get that 2-on-1, you want to put it on the outside ear so you can turn in.
I think Weathers is actually talking to Jacine right now.
Yeah, I don't like when guys do this, when they try to punch the guy behind him. I mean, you're better off trying to hand fight and make your way back up to your feet. And you can really see the power in all of it.
You have to hope that the referee wants to stand, but I never seen a referee stand up from the back.
Oh, and it looks like the choke is starting to get sunk in here.
His one arm, it looks like
it's pretty deep on the one arm.
Yeah, but it's
hard to see the configuration.
Kind of on the side. He might have it. Is he? No, he's still in it.
Yeah, he looked like he might have been out for like a quick second.
Yeah, if he can get his shoulder back towards the solar plexus, then he would be 100% out. But it looks like Olibrice has now reconfigured himself to be a little bit more squared to the back. This could be dangerous again.
Yeah, you want to get your back flat on the mat and turn
actually
in.
To his knees now. Look at him get up into Olibrice's guard. Finally got passing it.
Oh, and going for the back himself.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So now this is a reversal of the position. Let's see what he does with it, though. Is he going to break away, or is he going to keep it, trying to grapple?
It looked like he wanted the back, but Olibrice able to get to his feet. Now circling away.
And is Olibrice perhaps maybe a little fatigued after trying to finish him for 2 minutes?
Yeah, always curious to see after a big flurry like that to...
There's a difference between aerobic and anaerobic cardio. So if you're training for an anaerobic fight, got to be careful kicking on in vinyl. It's so difficult. You can lose your footing so easy. You can even fall off the person's back, as we've seen.
Right. Yeah, this round's going to go to Olibrice, controlling probably 85% of it.
Now, how you recover in between rounds, super important here. Looking at the fact that Christian's a little bit older, so is this going to affect him more, or is he honestly, the grappling didn't seem to tire him out too much. Maybe he's more comfortable grappling than he is striking. I know he has a lot of Muay Thai experience in the past, so interested to see what happens in the second round. If
did Olibrice travel here from Texas? They mentioned he's representing Texas, also Florida. If he traveled all the way here and had to make weight, that could play a factor too in his cardio.
Well, he stayed standing, so that's something that I do with my fighters to try to intimidate the other corner sometimes.
Keep him off the stool, yeah.
But also, it's a thing when you think your guy is too tired and you don't want him to sit down because you don't want his legs to go dead. So it's like you got to figure out what they're doing it for.
There's always science behind everything we do in there.
Weathers looks like he's got some gas in the tank. He doesn't look, super fatigued to me.
He was taking some pretty big breaths on the stool there a minute ago, but I would say that he's the less tired of the two. But we'll see if Olibrice is able to recover much in that break.
There's another wheel kick.
He started the first round with the same kick.
On a rolling roundhouse to a double leg this time.
Wow, good sprawl.
Good sprawl by Weathers.
That was a really good sprawl.
Doing his best blood sport impression here.
Yeah, but kept that connection.
Well, that can be a distraction, right? That can be a very good distraction. And he used it to come into a shot. I kind of like that, honestly.
Looks like he's trying to set up some knees to the thighs.
Can't knee the head in amateur, so that's the difficult right now. If it was pro, you'd be seeing knees to the head. Fight would be a lot different, but there's no reason to really touch the ground in that position because you can't knee the head right now. You can knee the body.
I like this underhook that Weathers has with this left arm. Now moving away from it, though. I feel like that's going to allow Olibrice to get his positioning back.
And I think Olibrice might be a little fatigued.
He is exhausted.
Little knee tap there.
And this is where Will might surpassability here because Olibrice came out real hot in round one, and now he looks like he might be tired. Weathers going to look to capitalize on that.
Now, I would you want to defeat that butterfly hook, so you want to step over it with your left leg. If he recovers guard, though, and you think the guy is just content doing jiu-jitsu with you, you block the jiu-jitsu, hit him, you know you're going to win the round.
Yeah, that's like that old Randy Couture style.
Right now.
He's pressuring in heavy with the hips. You get in that jackknife position, kind of like George St. Pierre would grab the head and keep it up and then land elbows. In this position, you want to follow the hips. You don't want to give the guy an angle so he can step off the fence and armbar you. That's the dangerous part. He's looking for a triangle.
Yep. Triangle choke there.
Wisely swims his arms back to the inside, both arms on the inside now, hitting the body.
Rule of thumb, 2 arms in or 2 arms out keeps you out of a triangle. Nice, coming up really. This is great. The judges get to see that. I'd like to see more of a sense of urgency to get back to his feet.
I was just going to say, he's not showing any effort to get to his feet, or I think he's content to kind of rest this round.
He might be trying to recover and come out hard in the third, too. I mean, he does know he is the younger fighter. He knows that, okay, well, maybe I'm going to try to reserve. I wasn't prepared to grapple as much, maybe, and now it's kind of catching up. I need to catch up on my gas tank. I know many fighters that have told me, I was saving it for the third. And the sucky thing is, as their coach, sometimes it's not there. They thought it was there.
That's an illegal strike.
Now, if the referee doesn't stop it, if he thought it hit the shoulder, then he's going to allow it to continue, right? If it wasn't done on purpose.
Yeah.
Now he's looking for a Kimura.
He's got the grips backwards, though. He needs to slide his left arm in where his right arm is.
He may feel
content.
He also
does not have he doesn't have his hips past the head.
There's a reverse triangle and triangle.
Yep, going for the triangle setup, but that's going to be the end of round number 2.
I'd love to see that replay.
Yeah, from this angle, it looked like the knee hit the head.
But we're not the judge. We're not the referee.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that the referee did not step in to at least pause the action.
That's what makes me think that maybe his angle on it, like maybe we had a tricky camera angle where it looked like it hit the head, but it didn't actually. So
they don't want to impede in the course of a fight. So that's really a big thing for them, is they don't want to be the reason you lost.
Sure.
So they'll allow the flow and everything to happen because they want it to be organic and natural. It's like when you go buy the food at the store, the organic stuff is more expensive.
The same way if you were to drop a mouthpiece or something outside the cage happens. They don't want to interrupt what's happening there until there's like a safe point to interrupt.
We go the third and final round.
Now, if I'm Weathers, I expect him to come out real hot because he's got to try to finish me because he may not feel like he has a full 3 minutes in him. And you got to be prepared for that. You got to bite down on the mouthpiece, be ready to shoot, be ready to throw a cross. Let's see, no touching, still no touching.
Here comes a wheel kick maybe again. No,
No.
Not this time.
Almost a standing hammer fist there from Olibrice.
Nice.
Weathers does have the chin a little bit high, so you got to watch out for that.
Olibrice seems pretty tired though,
He's just leaning and lunging into his strikes is not a good sign.
Yeah, he's putting everything into him too. So as this match, as this round goes on, I think that does not bode well for him.
Ooh, he was trying to pull him on top almost. Got to be careful in that situation. Sometimes you pull him out.
Yes, I think in one of the previous rounds, it looked like he hit a Polish finish on a throw. And I think that he was going back for that one, but to your point, it looked like he was going to pull him directly over on top of him.
Olibrice is cut. I believe his nose is bleeding.
It looked like the knee landed on that kick.
Oh, that might be Weathers.
And Weathers is
yeah,
cut.
that's Weathers.
I think they're both cut, though.
Are they?
Oh, man.
Oh, sucks the hips away.
Down.
Yes, really nice.
So you got 2 minutes left. You just got on the ground. You're on your back. You got to get to the fence and try to kick off. He's trying to recover half guard right now. Ooh.
This is bad for Weathers. This might be
Olibrice has the back again, just like in round one.
The answer to all Olibrice's prayers right here.
He was tired, but he's going to go for everything he's got right now. So if he loses this position, he's going to be on his back. It's going to be bloody, and it's going to be difficult to get back up.
He should go palm to palm with this rear naked here. Stop trying to get that traditional grip.
Yeah,
got Dan Severin.
Weathers is doing a great job of getting his shoulder to the chest of
Now
Olibrice.
he can turn in. If he turns in,
He squares up, though, trying to turn away, a little premature.
You see the blood on Olibrice's face? I believe they both have bloody noses.
Now, if he can escape, the ankles are crossed. So you could hook over the ankles and just hip in there. Or you don't want to have your back. So this is a minute of back control, and your nose is bleeding. To the judges, they will definitely take this into effect. And if you didn't win the first round and you just won the second round, you're down 2 rounds now.
With only 50 seconds left to go, he doesn't have a whole lot of time to try and steal this round.
Now, but once again, you can 100% steal the round. And now he has double unders, so the other guy could Christian could just turn in and spin in.
There, and
I
you
think
can
you see trying to hook the feet now.
Going over the feet, but he doesn't get over both of them, so that's going to be very difficult.
Oh!
He's going to get
He's giving up the RNC to get it. Oh, my gosh, I'm holding my breath. Oh.
Go palm to palm.
And you can see the blood just pouring out.
Justin very fatigued. You see his muscles wearing out as he was trying to finish that choke. With 18 seconds left.
He's going to have to do something drastic.
Weathers gets back to his feet.
At least he's going to finish this round strong. Weathers looking to suck the hips away from the fence.
What a great fight.
A great fight indeed.
Both guys just nothing left in the tank.
Wow.
Leaving it all inside the cage. Bloodied and tired and battered.
Now they touch gloves.
At the end of everything.
But you know what? Some people don't want to touch gloves, and I respect them for letting you know. I got a lot of jerk friends, but everyone's like, how is he your friend? Because he tells you the truth.
Here was one of many multiple rear naked choke opportunities for Olibrice early on. Now it's Weathers taking the back. We saw a lot of back and forth here. Just positional exchanges, body kick, loss of footing.
This fight's
that rolling roundhouse.
He liked that. He set it up twice. That was the first one and the second one. I don't really tell guys to do that. Don't lead with your good stuff. Like, you don't want them to know that you got that. And that was in the second. That was in the second round where he kind of landed in that reverse Kimura position and sat.
There's the opening of the third round.
Yeah, charging forward.
But we knew this was coming too, though, because he could have been down 2 rounds. The judges' scorecards may see that last round as a 10-8 because of the damage, but it would be hard to say that because he got up and got back on top and attacked. So it's going to really depend on how they scored the first round.
Bear, how do you see the judges scoring this one?
It'd be in my mind, it's a little bit difficult because the control from Jacine is very evident throughout most of those rounds. but I think effective control, what you do with it, just sitting there, sitting in a bad position, working at a submission that's going nowhere, that in the end, in my mind, would count against you. So I could see it really going either way. If I had to give it a hard guess, maybe Jacine pulls that out at the end there.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have our decision. All 3 judges, cage side, scored about 29 to 28 in favor of our winner. By unanimous decision, the blue corner, Jacine Olibrice.
That was a great fight.
And what a great fight in the beginning of the card, too. Great way to set the pace for all the matches to come.
Give it one more time for these 2 warriors in the cage. Make some noise.